1 year ago, approximately, I made a video called What is Asexuality? That was the first video on my channel. Don't watch it. It's not very good. But that's not the point. To be honest, I can't believe that it's been that long since I started the channel. But at the same time, it feels like it's been an important part of my life for a while now. I started Slice of Ace because I wanted to give back to the community. I wanted, one, to be a source of information about asexuality for people within the ace community who want to learn more about other parts of the community which they're maybe not as familiar with. And secondly, to share my story in order to be someone to whom people similar to me, in particular people who identify as homoromantic asexual, can relate to. I would say, without a doubt, that this channel has been a success. I don't mean in the sense that I've had lots of views and I've had tons of subscribers, but in the sense that the positive reaction that I have gotten from my viewers and my audience has been overwhelming and surprising and wonderful. I read every single one of your comments and 99% of them are amazing. I especially love when people bring their own thoughts to the table and have discussions in the comments about the topic that I bring to hand, because I'm not an expert in any way, shape or form. So your opinion is just as valid as my own, and I want people to have discussions about what I'm talking about because that's why I'm bringing it to light in the first place. And I've also had people contacting me outside of the channel to thank me or to ask for advice, and that is what I hope to become, someone that you can rely on to help you, because I really enjoy helping people. I cannot overstate that. It brings me a lot of joy to help people, to be helpful and to see the positive impact that I'm doing. Maybe there is a hint of selfishness in that, but I don't really care. If it makes other people happier and it makes me happier in the process, that can only be a good thing. Of course, there are also statistics, and I would be remiss in ignoring them given my mathematical background. At the time of recording, I have 587 subscribers, which is 586 more than I expected, 22,000 views and over 80,000 minutes of watch time. Now, I have no metric on what this means in the grand scheme of things, but they're big numbers, and I like big numbers. Honestly, seeing even a handful of people watch my videos and respond positively, whether that be liking or commenting or subscribing, that makes me happy. It makes me feel like what I'm doing is worthwhile. And to be honest, it's probably the most fulfilling thing I feel that I've done in my life. Which may sound like hyperbole, but it really isn't. I've done creative stuff for the last few years. They haven't really amounted to anything. But this channel allows me to have a creative outlet, which I'm forced to release and show things on a regular basis. So that fulfills that need. But also, it has a positive impact on people. I've seen comments which embody the thing that I've always set out to do, but never thought I would be able to accomplish. And that is sharing my story in order for people to relate to it, to make them feel like they're okay. People searching for asexuality and looking for people to relate to, and finding my channel and saying, yes, this is me. That's what I wanted to do. I never thought I would do it, and I have done in a year. So if you're worried about the channel finishing, it's not going to happen anytime soon, because I enjoy this way too much. And I can see the positive impact it's having, and that impact is only growing. So on that note, let's talk about the future of the channel. Originally in my notes I had new music written down, which I was going to put in this video as like a new theme, and then I realised my music license doesn't actually run out ever, so I'm going to keep it for as long as I can, and probably when I replace it I'll write something myself, because I really want to write music at some point. I've done some in the past just as part of my like A-levels, but it wasn't very good, and I really love music. So that's going to happen at some point. Not soon. Secondly, in the short-term future, I'm going to be recording a new intro. Not particularly exciting, but I basically need a week where I have enough free time to do an extra video, and I'll use that time to make an intro. And then you don't have to suffer through my awful intro that I have at the moment. And by the intro, I mean the video that's on the front page of my YouTube channel, which you may not have seen. And finally, my overarching goal for this channel in the future is to use the platform that I'm creating and you as an audience, and leverage that to share the stories of other people. Sure, I have a story, and from what I can tell, that story has helped a lot of people. Not everyone is a cis, male, homo-romantic, asexual. There are people whose experiences will be different to mine. So hopefully I can bring people in to share their own stories on my channel, and that's something I'm really excited to do, and that hopefully you should be able to see the first stages of soon. So be excited. But of course, you as viewers do have a say in what I do, because at the end of the day, I aim to please. So, I invite you to use this week's comments section as a breeding ground for ideas for the channel. If you have anything that you would like to see, anything that you would like to hear me talk about, whether that be a topic, or an idea, or I don't know, something crazy, then just say, and I'll do it. Or maybe I won't if it involves, like, flinging cats, because that's just mean. Of course, I'll be more open to videos relating to asexuality, but suggest things and I'll consider them, is what I'll say. And I think the thing I want to close out on is thank you. You are the audience. Without you, I would literally be screaming into the void that is the internet. Only I don't scream, I just talk quite quietly. But I digress. Again, I'm very bad at this. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna get out of that habit. I'm never gonna happen. But yes, what I'm saying is that I'm incredibly grateful to every single one of you. Whether you comment, whether you lurk, whether you like, whether you subscribe or not. Whether you've watched one video, whether you've watched them all, whether you've been here from the start, or whether this is the first video you've ever seen. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. I post videos every Saturday, so if you want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. Je pense que ça, c'était tout ce que je voulais dire aujourd'hui. Je vous souhaite une bonne journée et à bientôt. Unless you never watched a video before and this is the first video you watched, but I very much doubt that. Why would you suggest that? Stop suggesting throwing cats. Of course, I will be more open to videos relating to asexuality.